Is the Quant network over? Is the Quant token about to go to zero because of this news? I have heard in my comment section that Quant developers are leaving. Quant developers are leaving. And when I read this, well, I got sad. Because that's a thing I like. And you're saying the thing I like isn't what I thought it was. You know, and with a negative connotation on that as well, which made it even more saddening. And so when I went and I saw this comment, I had to look into it. Because listen, I'm the kind of person, and this is how all of you should be. That's a fact. Unarguable. I am the kind of person who will like a thing. I will promote that thing. I will talk about that thing endlessly, as I am doing now. But as soon as that thing that I like so much changes in some kind of major way, or even a small way, that makes it so I don't like it anymore, well, maybe it's time to switch up, switch teams, because maybe I don't like that thing anymore because of what it's changed and what it's become. And so that's what we have to really analyze, of course, when it comes to investing, when it comes to business, when it comes to crypto. And so that's what we're going to do with Quant. And so we have this news in front of us, potentially negative news. I know, it's tough, but let's look into it. So that's what I did. Now, before I go into this video, I want to let you guys know I'm not a financial advisor. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Let's move forward. So I looked into this. I looked into this developers leaving. And yeah, first thought is, yeah, developers are probably leaving, right? Developers are leaving. We know this. This is factual. This is Web3 news. This is broader spectrum news. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, in the grander scheme, the broader spectrum of crypto, in the broader narrative, if you will, developers are leaving all over. And so let me show you a little bit of data so there's this page here. We can do a little bit of reading if you guys want to do a little read along with me. However, you can just look at this quick chart here. Gives you all the information you really need. But I might read for some of those who like to read together. So we got lots of part-time developers, lots of newcomers. This is the big news here. Newcomers, this yellow line here, and part-time developers, people who are kind of just coming in, and they also have one-time developers. These guys are leaving, and you can see as of June, it has been on the decline. That's June of 2022. So this has been for a year and a bit. Developers have been on the decline and rapidly receding. And so this should be definitely taken note of when it comes to Quant developers leaving. Now, I will let you know that upon searching for Quant developers leaving, that's Quant Network, not just Quant developers, as in quantitative developers, which I have much respect for. Quant Network developers, I've seen no news. So if you guys have a source for that, I'd love to see it. Especially this man in my comment section, or these men in my comment section who are claiming that it's too bad that the developers are leaving. I'd like to see the data. That would be nice. So if you could let me know. But yeah, we can clearly see broader spectrum stuff. Web3 developers are leaving. That's that. Period. So yeah, Quant developers probably are leaving, along with Ethereum developers, along with all different kinds of developers. But developers leaving does not equal project failure. When I'm building a house, I'm going to need people who are going to build the frame, people who are going to lay the foundation, people who are going to put up the drywall, people who are going to build the more intricate things like stairs and railings and things like that, windowsills, all of that stuff. And once I have the foundation built, do I need people to build the foundation still? No. So they're going to leave. You know, it's kind of a silly assumption to make right now that I put it into words like that. Because once that house is built, you just need some painters, maybe an interior decorator. You don't need the construction guys anymore. They can go home. So yeah, and we see this. Like, this is a Microsoft employee chart, just for those of you who like to see a little bit of data. Obviously, we have employee growth, little stagnation here. We grow a little bit more. Boom, we have a little dip. Come up. Boom, we have a little dip. And that's just the way of life. That's how things work. We go up and down. Get more employees, get less employees. That's just what it is. I'm going to tell you that Quant is doing an excellent job at maintaining its product and marketing it on a B2B level. Now, this is the big confusion when it comes to Quant. This is the giant confusion that people don't really understand. There's a lot of coins out there, a lot of cryptos that are simply trying to convince you that they're good. And how do they do that? They market to you. They put their logos in front of your face. They say all the good stuff they're doing and why they're good. They throw all these analytics and stats in front of you. That's all stuff that's words. That's words. That's all that is. That's marketing. That's advertising. Quant, on the other hand, maybe they could do, I will say they could do a better job at giving us information. That would be swell, especially for me, because I'm trying to dig up all the information I can. However, they don't do that. And so I have to kind of scrape what I can. However, they're not worried. They're not worried about marketing to me. They're not worried about marketing to you. I mean, unless you're a big firm or a bank CEO, because they are a B2B business. They're a business to business, and they're marketing to businesses. It's crazy. So what are some examples of this? Of course, we have things like SIA, a big Italian fintech company that's there to kind of middle tech. And so they have a bunch of banks under them, and Quant is there with their technology with a deal with SIA. So if any banks that are under them that need a overledger solution, need that interoperability DLT technology, well, SIA can say, yeah, we got this tech. It's called overledger. You want us to set it up? And they say, yeah, sure. What's the fee? Oh, it's a few Quant. You can just buy Quant. Oh, great. Sure. We'll do that. That's what happens. That's how it works. And not only that, this is B2B is a big networking game. And so you see Gilbert Verdian going to things like Sibos, however you pronounce it. Big international networking finance event. Huge. It's an international level. We have Gilbert working on Project Rosalind, which is literally a project about developing a central bank digital currency, doing it with the Bank of International Settlements. The reason people don't understand why Quant is so powerful right now isn't because the information they're giving us is too little, and it's not because their product is bad, and it's not because they're stagnant. They're not stagnant at all. This is relatively new. This was posted on June 15th of this year. The reason is because it's not in front of your face and it's not being marketed to you because, frankly, it just doesn't matter for the success of the project for you to care. What really matters is taking action and networking through and getting overledger technology integrated into these systems. And that's what's happening. It's happening right before our eyes. Like, we're lucky we get this information. We got the BIS talking openly about working with Quant and using overledger to actually create a CBDC. And not only that, Gilbert Verdian on the Digital Pound Foundation working on the digital pound using overledger. And not only that, partnered with UST, who also, and not the coin, UST, who also has an immaculate amount of banks under it, or financial institutions rather, that are going to be utilizing overledger. And these are the moves you guys should be looking for. This is exactly what you guys should be looking for. But, sometimes we like to listen with our eyes, and just watch YouTube videos and try and get all that information. But frankly, there's not a lot of Quant YouTubers. And the ones that are out there just give some surface level information, which has no sustenance, has no emotion to really give you the outlook on how powerful this really is. And so that's my job now. I am out here helping you to see this B2B business thriving because you're trying to see a business that's not trying to market to you to tell you it's good. Quant's not out here trying to convince you it's good. It doesn't need to. Quant's trying to convince big financial institutions that it's good. That's what it's working on. And so keep that in mind. I mean, Quant's got Cybos, SIA, UST. It just joined with UK Finance, which is huge in advisory. If you guys want to learn about that, I recommend checking out my last, maybe 2 videos ago. Go check that out. Awesome insight on how Gilbert's advisory roles have been so powerful, as well as obviously the digital pound and then Project Rosalind. There's a lot more. There's significantly more. But I just want this to be a quick PSA of stop falling for the BS, stop falling for the weird little random FUD because it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I just want to wrap this up. I want to say that Quant, they're a B2B business, guys. They're not a B2C business. Stay on. I'm going to keep you guys on top of the news. I'm actually going to make a video, I think, covering Project Rosalind and try and dig up as much information as I possibly can for you guys. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. I can also make a video on Digital Pound Foundation. There's a lot of stuff going on there as well. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. Actually, pick between those two, and whoever has the coolest comment, I'll like it, and then I'll make that video. So make a cool comment, make me smile. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.